scholars, and welcome back to Writing with Miss Kitchens. We are now on day 23. Look at us. Okay, before we go into writing, Miss Kitchens loves to go over the student learning outcomes. Students will be able to write letters as if talking directly to a reader. Students will be able to read and study excuse me, the work of others and then incorporate into own writing. Students will be able to understand that writers work to make a difference by changing their letters to appeal to the audience. Here are your writing materials for today. You need to have your writing folder to keep your work nice and neat. You need a pencil or some pencils, some crayons, and a plain piece of paper. Or the Kami app. Whatever you feel is going to be easier for you to turn in your work, it's okay with us. Okay, here is the author's purpose to persuade anchor chart. Remember, when we are trying to persuade someone, we are trying to convince someone to do something, make someone believe in something, change someone's mind. Those are the things we are doing when we are trying to persuade our audience. Here, we have our opinion sentence starter anchor chart. These are just sentence starters for you if you get stuck on how to start your writing. You can use one of these sentence starters to get your writing down. Okay? Today, I want to teach you that persuasive writers write many letters to fix a problem that they see. They ask, who else can help me fix this problem? What do I need to tell this reader? Or that one? Those are some questions you should be asking yourself. I don't want to just write to one audience. I want to write to a variety of audiences. So I need to make sure that I ask myself who I want to write to. So take a moment, take about 5 seconds to think about 2 different audiences that you would like to write to about a problem or something that you want to convince them to believe or something you want to change their mind about. I already know my audience. I am going to write to my students, and which is you, and I am going to write to my family. Those are 2 different audiences, okay? Now, looking at this example was from yesterday where we read this scholar's work about the best pet, what they believe to be the best pet. And they believe that a cat is the best pet because they can sleep on your lap. A cat is the best pet because they are really fun. A cat can climb a tree good. Now, I think that they probably was trying to write to an audience that were on their grade level, possibly in their class. They want people in their class to believe that the best pet is a cat, and here are the reasons. So that possibly was their first audience. Let's take a look at another example that they have written wrote their persuasive writing on. But the thing they did was a little different. So let's see what they've done in their writing that was different. I'm sorry that the picture is a little blurry. However, this is the writing piece from the same scholar that we just read about yesterday, right? They're writing about the best pet is a cat. They're still on that same topic. They said, I am not giving up on this topic. I'm going to continue writing about why I think a cat is the best pet. They just did something different. They targeted a different audience. So let's see who the audience that they are writing to in this writing piece. It says, the best pet is a cat because they can play with yarn and you can cuddle with them. You can cuddle with and sleep with them. They can chase mice and rats. So, in my opinion, I think they're writing to a family member, possibly their mom or dad, trying to persuade them to get or buy a house cat. What do you think? Thumbs up if you think the same thing. Great. So that's what you're going to do today. You're going to find out those two audiences that you thought about, and you're going to use that one topic that you were writing about yesterday, but you're just going to change the way you are delivering the message, because you don't want to keep the same message for everyone, because some people have different levels of understanding and what it is that you're trying to say. So think about how you're going to write to those different audiences. How can I be successful in today's writing? Your mission today is to write more letters about the same topic as one of your other letters. Okay, remember, one topic, two audiences, two different people that you're writing to. Remembering that you will have to change what you're saying just a bit depending on who you are writing to. Okay, so the student criteria for success. Students will begin another convincing letter using one of the strategies. Students will write letters to persuade another type of audience. Now, this is something I'm going to be looking for in grading, is to see that you have two different audiences on one topic, trying to persuade them on one topic. Students will work on tone of letter. Students will work on punctuation, spacing, spelling, etc. So after you have your two audiences in your writing, you definitely need to make sure you go back and you need to check for punctuation, spacing, and spelling. I also will upload the illustrated rubric checklist so that you can make sure that you can check your work to make sure that you hit all of the areas that you needed before turning in your work. You want to make sure that you get a good mark on your paper. Okay. Now, remember we talked about free write and how I was giving you those 10 full non-distracting minutes of free write? Your free write now is going to come after your have to. So when you are finished with your have to, this is the time where you can start journaling, right? Have you ever heard of a journal or a diary? Do you have one? You do? That's awesome. I have one too. So it is important that sometimes we write in our journal. I want you to get some extra sheets of paper and or the paper that you have already in front of you and just free write about whatever you want to write about. Whatever you feel you want to get down on your paper is okay with me. We will be checking your journals and we will be checking your free write on Fridays. Okay. If you don't want to share your writing, that's fine. If it's very something very personal, that's fine. You can keep it to yourself. I trust that you are doing the work. Okay. But if you want to share it with me or you want to share it with Miss LaFleur or Miss Hosart, we are open to reading it too. I hope that you enjoyed today's writing lesson as much as I did. And I will see you tomorrow for day 24, and which is on Monday. I will see you for day 24 of writing. Happy writing, little writers. Persevere yourself through all those tough times in your writing. Don't forget you need two audiences, and on that same topic you've been writing about, persuading them. See you later.